Thank you for joining me, fellow Guardians. This is Sam from Multiverse Mission Control, and today's quest is Trauma Center's Second Opinion. So, in the last episode, we said goodbye to Richard Anderson, and salute a brave soul for his noble sacrifice. Through him, we were able to find a cure to Pampty, and he had to endure an unimaginable pain in order to give us that opportunity. That it not be in vain, we continue the fight against Delphi. But first, or is it Delphi? Whatever. Yeah, okay. First, let's see what Dr. Kimishima's doing. Old Brook St. Hospital. Oh, need my glasses. Here we go. The kidney is on its way. ETA is 1 hour. Plan out your operation with that in mind. I'm more concerned about that tumor, to be honest. You'll need to excise the tumor before you can perform the kidney transplant. Otherwise, those veins are going to bleed out, and you'll have serious complications. You aren't concerned at all that his body may reject the new kidney? We already know that this guilt severely inhibits the body's autoimmune response. As you can imagine, that all but eliminates any such risk. We're confident the kidney won't be rejected. Alright, Professor. But this had better not be a sacrificial operation, I already told them. Yes, we're quite familiar with your contract, Dr. Weaver. I assure you, all your patients are people we expect to see back at work. Well then, Dr. Weaver, please begin the operation. So, we already know Naomi was involved in some shady shit. Now it's flat out confirmed. She's working for Delphi. And it's probably through through her operations here that they're even able to make the mutant guilt things. And she's still trying to tell herself she's being a good person by not sacrificial operations. By still saving people. Even though they are kind of going for an apocalypse scenario here. Kidney transplant. Perform anastomosis to slow blood flow, then proceed quickly. Tumors have been confirmed and must be extracted first. Well, since we're still waiting on that kidney, I might as well get started on the tumor. I can't transplant the kidney until that tumor is out of him anyway. The key to this transplant is going to be anastomosing the open veins. Once I administer the vasoconstrictor, his blood flow should slow down. I'll need to complete the anastomosis while it's still in effect, or he could bleed out. In short, there are two parts to this. Tumor excision, transplanting the new kidney. A pretty tall order, considering. We've got a real risk of blood loss here, so just make sure I've got that kidney when I need it. Depending on how this goes, I may need to bring my healing touch into play. I'm going to begin the procedure. Keep me posted on the new kidney. Oh boy. I've said this before, but I need to stop doing these after Punch-Out. It's starting... The World Circuit chewed me up and spat me out. I'm looking at the kidney. I'm going to need to remove this tumor to make enough room for the transplant. Oh boy. Nope. Start over. Too frazzled. Okay. So the vitals only got up to 50.
Let's operate.
Right, it's these buggers. This is exactly like that strange tumor I had to deal with before. If I don't move quickly, they're going to regenerate. I may have to healing touch here, yeah.
Here goes.
I probably could have done without, but just better not to take any chances. Tumor extraction complete. I'm going to need that kidney soon. Good, I'll be able to place it in the area I cleared out. Okay, it's in position. Now I'm going to need to restrict blood pressure before I can perform anastomosis. Meaning the vasoconstrictor needs to be injected into his veins. It looks like there will be some bleeding, even with the vasoconstrictor. I assure you, the bleeding would be a lot worse without it. The vasoconstrictor will need to be injected periodically to maintain this condition. I'm going to drain the blood and continue with the procedure. Okay, I'll finish the anastomosis of the veins while the vasoconstrictor is still active. So you gotta connect color to color here.
Good. One down.
The problem is that the area is so unlike the other things you have to suture that there's virtually no way to do it that isn't bad.
Oh, that's it. Those vitals up. Good. One more to go.
And I'm already pretty low on the sensor bar because of the mic position. Actually, I might have to change that because now I'm... that's something to consider for next time. I'll just finish this episode first. As a result, I may have to go back and forth between actual commentary and gameplay, because the mic is pretty low and the sensor bar is pretty high. I'll figure that out for next time. Once the vasoconstrictor wears off, his blood pressure will return to normal. And you can see them slowly growing. If I hadn't worked quickly, I would have had to re-inject the vasoconstrictor every so often. Everything looks good. We're done.
That's it.
The new kidney is working nicely. I think we're done here. Oh boy. Yeah. I've come to expect miracles from you, Dr. Weaver. His prognosis is still in question, but that's something for our doctors to worry about. I don't understand what Delphi is hoping to do here. Are you trying to save mankind or wipe it out? The path humanity has been on since the dawn of civilization will soon come to an end. Our planet cannot support 7 billion people, all living out long, meaningless lives. Ah, so it's like a culling. We're here to ensure that human beings are changed before it's too late. That is the meaning of our guilt research. Guilt will free mankind from the sins that bind it to a history of destruction. This is something you believe, Professor. Our leader, Adam, has promised us salvation for the good work we do here. Very nice! The guy's got biblical name and everything! This is the only way to absolve our own sin, by paving the way for a new future. Freedom from the shadow of medicine. It's as simple as that. I don't understand how a man like you could believe a word of that, Professor. Dr. Weaver, I would advise that you only speak about things pertinent to your job here. Doing otherwise could be considered a breach of contract. Don't worry, Doctor. I'm sure you'll come to understand sooner or later. Well, that's creepish. Okay, so... yeah. Basically, anyone who thinks let's save the world by killing people is kinda deluded. I'm just gonna say that out loud. Not a good guy. Caduceus into action. Meanwhile, shit's about to hit the fan, yo. My name is Dr. Robert Hoffman, and I'm the new Executive Director of Caduceus. I'd like to say a few words. The late Richard Anderson was a truly extraordinary man. Though he was a politician, his true passion was the medical field, which of course led to the formation of Caduceus. Secretary Anderson was a man of incredible vision. Yes, and without his organization, the world would be powerless against medical terrorism. We would all be cowering in fear of guilt. I plan to continue his work and fight back against that menace. That has always been the mission of Caduceus, and it will not change. I hope that I have your support in striving toward the future together. So Caduceus will continue in honor of Secretary Anderson. I finished compiling all of our guilt treatment data, but Delphi's actions seem to be more and more deliberate, and we don't have any idea how far they're willing to go. We'll need to construct full-scale countermeasure scenarios. No time for that, apparently. Attention all staff. We've received a number of reports indicating possible guilt victims. There is risk of an outbreak. All emergency teams must respond. Well, well, speak of the devil. Everyone, gather your supplies and get out there immediately. Yes, sir! So we're performing surgery right in the streets. People have started collapsing. I want 3 teams. Start treating the most advanced symptoms first. Dr. Clarks, find out which hospitals have received guilt victims. Cooperate with those doctors and instruct them on proper treatment. Understood. Dr. Stiles, Dr. Chase, get ready to operate. Dr. Myers, assign 2 teams to handle anesthesia. Yes, sir. Here we go. Understood, Chief. How can I help? Dr. Hoffman! My medical license has been an ornament for far too long. Yeah, buddy! It's time I made good on the Hippocratic Oath. If you're sure you can operate, we'd welcome your support. As far as treating the guilt, I've memorized the surgery footage. I know what to do. Then, good luck, sir. My surgical skills haven't rusted over yet. So this mission is basically 5 Kyriaki in a row. Gives you 10 minutes to do it, but you still gotta be pretty quick. Like, no more than 2 minutes on each, I think is the rule, if you can do it. So I'm not gonna talk, I'm just gonna focus. I think he's stable. Well done, Dr. Hoffman. There's no way! How'd the old man move so fast? Amazing! That's what must be what it's like to watch the healing touch. Do I look like that too? Dr. Stiles, we're ready for the procedure! People never truly know how awesome they are. Yeah, I'll be right there. Yep, chiral reaction positive. Kyriaki bodies detected. Multiple patients are in need of immediate attention. There are 5 patients with Kyriaki being transported here. Yeah, 10 divided by 5, 2 minutes each. Everyone get ready, it's going to be a long day.
I will save.
They're depending on us! Okay. Talking ends now.
There isn't much time. Remember, we have 10 minutes. We've located the guild. Please be careful, Doctor. Reaction is negative. We're in good shape. You treated the first patient. Let's move to the next one. Located the guild. negative. Amazing. The second patient is okay. We should keep moving. We've located the guild. Reaction is negative. You can do it. That makes 3 patients. Only 2 more. Located the guild. Reaction is negative. Just 1 more patient. We've saved our 4th patient. This is the last one. Located the guild. conditions are stable. That was a close one.
One thing I'm sure you'll notice is that my cursor was wiggling like crazy. Part of that was probably sensor trouble, but it wouldn't surprise me if a good chunk of that was nerves. Cause yeah, when you really gotta focus, it can be really unnerving. One thing about this mission is that if you get to the last guy with, if you get to the last guy, I think with at least 2 minutes to spare or something, backup arrives, and then you don't have to worry about the time limit. It's just one of those nice little features. Removes frustration as a factor. This won't mean as much now, but I knew you could do it.
Nice work,
Dr. Styles, you were really amazing. Thank you. Gonna pass out now. Dr. Styles has come a long way himself. I know it's tough, Derek, but prepare for the next patient. Understood! Yeah, poor Derek, though. He must be like... Be sure you're drinking enough, bud. Shifting guilt. I believe this is Triage again. Just gonna healing touch that, because can't be asked. We have a problem. People are starting to collapse outside of our quarantine perimeter. From guilt? The tests haven't come back yet, but judging by their symptoms. Anyway, you need to help them immediately. Chief's orders. We're on our way. Good to see you, dude. What's the situation? The test came back positive. It's definitely guilt. But these symptoms don't match. Could be an all-new strain. And if you want my opinion, I think this one's airborne. Airborne? We need to collect guilt samples while treating these patients. If this strain manages to spread, it'll be a total disaster. And one of the things about those 10-minute missions, you can't really chastise yourself on any mistakes. You just gotta keep pulling through. I informed the police, and they're expanding the safety perimeter. Good call, Leslie. We have to minimize damage wherever possible. It's in your court, Derek. I don't have the skills to handle this one. I'll take care of the old-school guild patients. Good luck, man. Yeah, good luck on your patients, too. No sweat. Yeah, you're treating Kiriaki. Of course it's no sweat. Chiral reaction positive. Tri-tie bodies detected. Airborne properties create a high risk of infection. Quick work is advised. Healing touch, quick. Our tests indicate this is a mutated Tri-tie strain. Also, that Kiriaki we saw earlier, where like one little one accompanies the big one, that's like the nastiest it gets. That's what you'll see in the Secret X missions. The guilt we saw in Africa. According to Dr. Nigwell, this mutation is far more contagious than before. The thorns become highly toxic when vaporized. So we'll need to drain the mist before the infection can spread. Correct. Please be very careful, Dr. Styles.
Let's begin the operation.
We can't afford any mistakes. So, healing touch. Because I don't like this one. I don't want to deal with it.
Let's begin.
Well, that just doesn't bode well, does it?
Let's begin the operation.
Let's begin.
In there.
Nah, you gotta do all the thorns first. Okay, I'm actually gonna stand up to do this. That'll mean no commentary, sorry.
begin the operation.
Let's begin.
In there.
Proceed as normal.
Thank God. Thank God. Oh, for fuck's sake, these stitches are ridiculous. I'm ashamed of it. I mean, I know it's not really representative in the end, but still, like, there's a limit to how much goofy I can take. If that strain had spread, it would have been a disaster.
Nice work, Dr.
I'm glad we were
Styles.
able to stop it. Yeah, me too. Okay. Urisena! Timmy! Phew, he did it. Great work, Dr. Styles. Do you think this will be over soon? Don't say that! I have dinner. Doctor, a case of the Tetarti strain has been confirmed nearby. Well, it's not over yet. Tell them we're on the way. Well, at least that one's easy to deal with. Guilt evolves. Quotation marks. The patient is being transported from a nearby hospital. The Tetarti case is here. Derek's operating? That's a relief. The strain is too contagious to treat in a normal operating room. I'm moving on to the next hospital. Good luck, you two. Yeah, we're gonna need to get, like, so checked after this. Kyle reaction positive. Tetarti bodies detected. This mutation is resistant to serum and much stronger than before. Look at his skin. This was definitely caused by the Tetarti strain. The serum is ready, Doctor. Hurry.
Starting the operation.
Understood. Let's begin the operation.
Let's begin. Doctor. Good work. We've located the guilt. Chiral reaction decreasing. Negative.
No, the Tetarti is gone. Sigh, that was tough. No, it wasn't. It's friggin' Tetarti. It's the only thing I have less respect for than Kyriaki. And I tend to use antibiotic gel to heal, because you already use the syringe so much in those ones. I feel bad for missing that last one so much. It looks like Caduceus has the terrorist attack under control.
Nice work,
Great job, Dr. Styles. Let's return to headquarters. Seriously, why did they even bother sending these weak sauce strains after us anymore? I feel bad that I can't really comment as much, but you know, you couldn't really chit-chat in an OR either. I take this shit seriously. How widespread should we expect this outbreak to be? We're receiving updated reports from Caduceus International. They've confirmed guilt victims in at least 4 California cities. How did you respond? I sent medication and treatment instructions to hospitals in those locations. Hopefully the local doctors can take it from there. A phone call? Hello, this is Director Casal, Secretary of Health. Sydney, we're concerned about some of the decisions you've made today. We're in high alert, sir. I would ask that you please make this brief. I certainly appreciate your circumstances, but I'm calling in regard to the medication you've issued to a number of hospitals. I'm afraid you're going to have to abort those shipments. I beg your pardon, sir? You don't have the proper clearance to issue those treatments to public facilities. Most of them haven't even started the FDA approval process. If those drugs reach the public sector, the pharmaceutical industry won't be happy. If you insist on using those treatments, you're going to have to administer them yourself at Caduceus. What the hell are you talking about? You've seen what guilt does! The patients would die before they even got here! We're cutting things too close as it is. I won't listen to this! I heard you were a difficult man, but you might want to think this through carefully. You've read the reports. We both know your funding is in jeopardy. I've had enough of this crap. Excuse me, there are important matters which demand my attention. Those bastards! Politicians seem restless. I assume Richard had been holding them back while he was in office. Now that he's gone, there's nothing standing in their way. They don't even understand what Caduceus stands for. Our entire purpose is to do what other medical organizations can't. I need to speak to Victor. What's going on, Chief? Kinda busy here. I need you to take care of something for me right away. Please send complete copies of our guilt reports to all major US hospitals. You sure that's okay? I mean, that's a pretty big deal. Don't worry, Victor. I'll take full responsibility. I was actually expecting you to do something crazy like this. I already have the files ready. Then send them, Victor. You're even more serious than your brother. I've never lost a fight. I actually liked Victor for a second there. Flight to San Francisco. Are you alright, sir? You don't look well. Yeah, I'm fine. I have to deliver this as soon as possible. People's lives are at stake. Ah, I understand. I've seen that mark on your bag before, actually. Huh? May I have your attention, please? They are giving him the express because I saved that dude on the plane before. Our expected time of arrival has changed. It is no longer 3:25 p.m. Because of a strong tailwind, we should be arriving early, at approximately 2:45. Thank you so much. Community Hospital, San Diego. The technique in this video almost looks like... It's good to know Derek is still working hard. Mrs. Fulton, the vaccine and serum have just arrived. Alright, I'll get things ready. You should change your clothes. We also need to contact any doctors who are off duty. Is that the... It's going to be a long day, Nurse Fulton. He's here earlier than usual. Yeah, Dr. Yeager's never here on time. What's going on? This must be really serious. Doctors always come when they're needed. A wizard is never late, nor is he early. Let's get started, shall we? I can't let my own pupil show me up. Ah, that's so cool. So much cool happening. Now, I mean, let's be real. You can't just override a lot of the rules and procedures. They're there for a reason, but you know, reality isn't constant. There may be situations where the rules we make up just aren't, you know, sufficient. It's always difficult to tell which is which, but never just think you can override any rules just on determination, unless you are absolutely sure there's no other way, you know? But that's why you gotta appreciate Anderson all the more, because like he knew how to handle the admin for situations like this. He was more important than we knew. The medical admin. That's how things get done. Okay, infiltration. And right the night when all that craziness goes down, it's like we're already here. We're exhausted. We've been treating people all day. So we get it under control? I think so. We managed to contain the guilt before it could spread. It's all over the news, though. If Delphi expects to catch us off guard again, it's going to take a lot more work. Sorry. What about Director Casal? You mean because he sent that medicine? I'm sure he'll be fine. He did what had to be done and averted a major catastrophe. And I guess someone tipped off the press about what really happened. They can't fire him now. He's a hero politically. I wonder who tipped him off. What do you think, Victor? I find it intriguing. I hear even the counter-terrorism unit is getting involved. It's about time, huh? The president's going to be here next week, supposedly. Hope nobody wanted a vacation anytime soon. I had to cancel 9. I could be scuba diving right now. Don't hold back on our account, Leslie. How do you really feel? Emergency warning. Unidentified persons have been seen on the premises. All staff return to your stations immediately to await further instruction. Do you think it's someone from Delphi? There were several intruders. Some already escaped. We've contacted security, but we can't just let them get away. Chief, we should be looking for these punks ourselves. We're defenseless, and we don't even know whether or not they're armed. Well, we don't have any leads on Delphi's location, do we? Letting them walk out of here would be like letting hundreds of people die. Dr. Chase has a point. It's dangerous, but we need to find them. Those of us who can defend ourselves should pair off and start looking. That's what I'm talking about. The ladies should stay back here where it's safe. Oh, screw you. Slow down there, Tarzan. I used to be a cop, remember? Right? I'd be hiding behind her. I've studied Aikido. You have? What? We live in dangerous times. Let's begin the search. Yeah, I'm hiding behind the chicks. I don't know about you, Chase. They don't seem to be hiding anywhere in this building. All the rooms are locked and the hall ends up ahead. That's a relief. We should probably head back. Stop right there! Huh? It's one of the Delphi! But how? There's nowhere to run! What's wrong, Angie? We almost had him! No, it couldn't be! I think he got away. I'm sorry, oh well. He had a gun, so it's probably for the best I didn't catch up with him. Let's head back. We need someone to examine this evidence. Evidence? It was pretty dark, but I tried anyway. See? A camera? You managed to take his picture that fast? Ah! What's wrong? Ah, no, don't tell me! He got ya. This is bad. Quick, someone, we need help over here! And this one. This is a guilt strain you do not want to truffle with. How's Dr. Myers doing? It's guilt, Derek. You'll need to operate immediately. We found a needle in her leg. They must have injected it somehow. Which strain is it? We don't know. It could be a new one. Another one? Victor's analyzing it as we speak. We'll start when he gets back to us. Understood. Tell me what's going on, Angie. Huh? I'm sorry, it's nothing. Don't worry. We should prep for the operation, Doctor. Okay, but afterwards I'm gonna grill you like crazy. So you're right, we should focus right now. Chiral reaction positive. Paraskevi bodies detected. Immediate removal is necessary before they can reach the patient's heart. So this one's crazy. You start moving like all over Sybil's body here, trying to catch up with this thing. I checked the files, and it looks like we've got a 97% match. This one's fibrous, which basically means it's going to be a pain in the ass. You'll need to operate right away. Huh? You haven't explained how to operate on this fibrous thing. I'll explain it after you open her up. Come on, hurry! As soon as that thing gets in the body, it moves directly toward the heart. And if it gets there, she's history. Find it yet? There's something in her stomach, near the small intestine. Sounds about right. It's quick, so we'll have to hurry.
Let's get started.
Okay, then let's start.
There isn't much time.
If anything happens to her, Delphi will answer for this. Hurry, Doctor, there's no time to lose. I see lacerations, but these seem different from the Kiriaki. We can't ignore those wounds. Suture them up, Derek. Once you do...
We've located the
There it
guild.
is! That's a fibrous guilt. Victor, come on! He wouldn't tell me, so I just took the responsibility myself. You zapped the little crystal on his tail to stun it. It stopped moving. Now we're in pause time mode. Assholes.
Listen.
It looks like I was right. Listen carefully, okay? This guilt is called Perskivy, and it's fibrous in nature. So basically, every part of its mass functions as a muscle. If we just extract the thing, there's going to be massive bleeding. It even burrows into organs to cause more damage elsewhere. My plan of attack is primitive, and maybe even a little rough, but... just keep cutting the thing until it's really small, then extract it. So basically, you zap the tail, you cut it, it splits into two, and creates more lacerations. Then you just keep doing that, over and over again, until it's just the crystal and the head. That small. Even a section more than that is too big to remove. And once you do that, once you remove it all, you win. And you gotta do it before it gets to the heart. Okay, here we go. If you notice any of them start burrowing, get rid of them right away. And it'll like, it sends out a little spurt of blood when it's about to burrow, too. That's how you know. I expected to escape like once or twice during this operation. But you have like, 2 organs between this and the heart. So, that's the plan, got it? I guess it's our only choice.
Keep trying! That's it! Don't screw up.
Chiral reaction decreasing. Doctor! We have to go after it. We've located the guild. Negative.
Well, that was definitely easier than my first few times attempting this. I hate how wriggly and bug-like they are. It definitely gives you way too much time to catch them after they escape. Like, they should already be at the heart by the time you get rid of the first organ's worth, but... oh well, I'm not complaining. I would rather not see Sybil dead. Perskevy extraction complete. Great job, Dr. Styles. I was so worried. I think Sybil's safe now. You should retrieve the remaining wounds and finish the operation. Don't tell me how to do my job, prick.
Not half bad.
Pretty good. Looks like we still have an anesthesiologist. I'm not sure we could have found a replacement for her anyway. A replacement? How can you talk about her that way? Dr. Myers is one of our most skilled doctors. I don't think anyone could have taken her place at Caduceus. That almost sounded like a compliment. I'm simply relieved that my colleague is okay. I'm not sure you know what concern is, you replicant. Ah, shit. That wasn't easy.
Nice work, Dr. Styles.
You did it, Dr. Styles. You handled things very well. I don't want to imagine the scar she would have if it did get to her heart. All the way up. And if it gets to the heart and burrows again, you've lost. Pretty clear, but, yeah. You did well, Derek. I had to save her. We couldn't let anything happen to one of our best doctors. And I couldn't let my brother down either. So was that picture Sybil... Yes, it's about, she was banging your brother, that's the most important thing. So was that picture worth Sybil risking her life? Oh, I totally forgot about that. Let's see. Well, he's very handsome. Huh? I remember that face. I've seen him before. Blackwell! That's Professor Blackwell! He went missing about 10 years ago. Are you sure? Yes, he was studying immunology. Before his disappearance, he was a big-name scientist. But could he really be involved with Delphi? There's no doubt about it. That man is Kenneth Blackwell. Angie? Blackwell disappeared 13 years ago, leaving his wife and daughter behind. He's my father. Dun dun dun! Okay, we're gonna have to go arrest your pappy then. Sorry. But that's enough for one episode. Next time we're finishing off this chapter, and we're going to get introduced to the final strain of guilt. And boy howdy, is it a doozy. You've got to pull out the 11th hour superpower to get rid of that thing. Boy, I better have drunk enough coffee on the day I recorded that one, and figured out how to position my mic, because I may just want to stand up. Okay. Whew. But this, didn't I say, this is like a different kind of tense than most games. This is phenomenal. This is a bloody triumph of a game. To make me feel like, yeah. And I feel so proud every time I get through an operation too, you know? Because, especially if it's a character you like, you don't want them to die. Okay then, so next time, we're taking Delphi down, baby. So, thank you all for tuning in. Please comment and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And remember, you all have the potential to get good. Peace out.